What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with PressureWashHelp.com, king of pressure washing. And tonight I'm doing a little something crazy. I'm going live on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm trying something new. I'm using StreamYard so that way I can, in a couple weeks, I'm going to be going to Texas. If you're not going, if you haven't heard about the event down in Dallas, Texas, I would highly recommend it. Fort Worth. And there will be some amazing speakers. Obviously, I'm going to be there. Bobby Walker, all different, Brandon Vaughn, Josh Latimer, Michael Hinderliner, a lot of awesome people that are going to be there. And so with that said, you should too. So I had a great training this week with a young gentleman. I'm going to talk a little bit about him, Ty. He's 18 years old, and that's what I want to go. What does it take to start and grow a pressure washing business? But before I get there, I want to have, I'm going to try to start doing this a little bit, the success story of the week. And so, again, I'm just trying this new system out. I'm not 100% sure if it's always going to work good or not, but we're going to give it a shot. And so this here, let's see if I can get a little bit bigger than that so that you can read it too, is Coy. Started off door to door with flyers, utterly broke. Didn't have a pressure washer or a truck. My first job was $150 gutter cleaning. 2 weeks later, I had around $1,500 booked. I borrowed a 2.5 pressure washer and rented a van that accomplished my first goal of profiting $500 in one day. And the very next week, had 3 referrals and one lady who loved my work. Closed 2 out of the 3 Saturday for a total of just under $9,000. And I got 30% up front. So now I can buy equipment I need. I think I might close the third if I follow up. My second goal was to make $500 in 5 days in a row. That has been met, and it will take about 4 or 5 days to do the $9,000 mentioned above. Ultimate lesson: treat your customers like a king or queen. Serve them and make them extremely happy, and they will be your best sales marketing person ever. Thank you for all you do. I can express enough. My new goal is $50,000 in 1 month. Now, that is amazing. I don't care who you are, what you do, nothing like that. But what I wanted to talk about is this is why I keep talking about you don't have to have some big fancy rig to start out. I know some people might disagree with me, but this here is talking about marketing and stuff like that. And I was actually reading something today, literally today, not too long ago, about when we're in business, we want to, it don't matter what business we're in, we want to treat people like it's your mom. How do you treat your mom? You know, you're going to go the extra step to treat your mom like with an extra step. You're going to do the extra things like your mother so that way you can do that. So that is some things. Now, I wanted to post this story because Sunday I kind of talked a little bit about mindset and stuff like that. I was in the Facebook groups today, and I was in there, and I was I like going through the Facebook groups just so I can see some depressing stuff and the stuff along that way. And when I came across was something of a guy was like, I've handed out this many flyers. I've done all this stuff, and I just can't get business. You know, I've handed out 3,000 flyers. I've done this work, and I just can't get business. And this is what I'm going to say to them. You know, Bobby Walker, what up? This guy here, he's handed out tens and 20,000s of flyers and door hangers to get work. And you know what I'm going to tell people that put out hundreds, even 1,000, a few thousand? Well, you learned one thing. your flyer either sucked or you were marketing to the wrong people. That's your options. Change your flyer or change your location of where you're handing out your flyers. That is what it is. Those are the two things that we can do so that we can grow our business. This is something that we can have a mindset that the world is against us. I'm reading a great book right now, and this book is going to be, so I'm going to have the 3 top favorite books right here this is going to be one of the top 3 favorite books. And the reason why this is going to be one of the 3 top favorite books is because, one, it doesn't just talk about one thing. And it's called the 12-week year. The 12-week year is what it's called. And I would highly recommend you to go get it because it talks a lot about accountability, talks a lot about, what is your focus? What is your long-term goal? What are your things? What are things that you are struggling with? What are things that you are doing? That's what the 12-week year is. And, when we set a goal for the year of $100,000, that last couple months, we're like trying as hard as we can, right? Well, if we do that every 12 weeks, guess what? We can get there. But this book has a lot about ownership and not blaming other people, not blaming other circumstances, not blaming other things. So this is what that's all about. And so, we can have the petty mindset of, well, I grew up at this location and you just can't make it. You just can't do it. I don't care what you say, Jason. I don't care. You can't do that. Coy, the guy that I just read here, just put that you can do things. You can do stuff. You can make money. Coy started out broke, utterly broke. Who all's been utterly broke before? Who knows what broke is? Utterly broke. Broke. That didn't stop him. He could have said, well, I'm just too broke and I can't make no money. There's no money to be made. I can't make no money because, Jason, Bobby Walker, them YouTubers is what's wrong with this stuff. Those YouTubers, they're the problems. You know what the problem is your mindset. Your mindset is the problem. And if you don't change your mindset, you're not going to grow and you're going to die. Your business is not going to grow, period. Because if you don't change that mindset, it's not going to happen. And so these are definitely some things that you got to look at and doing. And you might say, that's the thing that I went and did. The guy that actually I had a training this week, it was just a one-on-one training. And, this kid here is a kid, literally a kid. This is Ty. He's from the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, Greenville, Kentucky, Western Kentucky. But this kid is 18 years old, driving 4 hours up here to take my class. He been trying to take my class since last year when he was 17 years old. 17 years old. He's been trying to come up here to take my class. Now, he hasn't been able to take my class because he's a bull rider and he rides horse. He's not the actual bull rider. He does something with horses, the stuff. And this kid is one that has been trying to come up to my class for a couple months or almost a year. So I finally did a one-on-one with him. We did a class. And this kid here is a hard worker. He worked all day, never complained one time. We did this big deck. We did the house. We did all the concrete. And Ty did every bit of it. every single bit of it. He worked his tail off. This right here is an employee that I would love to have, but it's better than an employee because he has an entrepreneur mindset and wants to grow and start and grow a business. And that is what is amazing. That is what gets me excited. Somebody that doesn't have a mentality of, well, I live down here in Greenville, Kentucky, and there ain't no way I can make money. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. There's plenty of money to be made down there. Now, are you going to have to do a little bit of work and go out and get it? Yeah, you are. You're going to have to figure out how to do things. You're going to have to figure out what you got to do to be able to start and grow a business. You're going to have to do those hard things. It's not all easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And guess what? There's people that fail at it every day. You know why? They give up and they have a victim mentality. You having a victim mentality does nobody any good, period. I don't care what you do, what you say. If you have a victim mentality mindset, you will not be able to handle this. You will not, because here's the thing. As a business owner or a pressure washing business owner, there's ups and downs. We have some really good highs. You know, he talked about doing a $9,000 job. That's a pretty daggone good high, I'd say. Especially when you go from broke to a $9,000 job that's going to take you 4 or 5 days. That's amazing. But there will be days when Coy won't be scheduled out that far, won't have the things he needs to do to get to the next level. And so those are the things that are what makes us, this is what gets us to it. So how do I get business, Jason? How can I keep getting business? What are the things that I can do to get business? Well, let's talk about that a little bit. So first off, I've been hearing a lot of buzz about something, and I'm going to hit on it a little bit. And I know not everybody's going to agree with me, and that's okay. I love haters. Haters are what makes this world go around. Haters is a great thing. But, you know, a lot of people start this business, and they're like, Jason, I'm going to go spend money on SEO because that's going to get my phone ringing. That's going to get my phone ringing. I got to go pay for SEO. SEO is what's going to get my phone ringing. Now, I know Bobby Walker's on here. I don't know if he's still on here, but Bobby Walker pretty much just started paying for SEO, I believe, last year. He's in year 4 or 5 and just started to spend money on SEO. Now, think about that. He's been in business for how long? And he's just now starting to spend money on SEO and on website and stuff like that. Well, Jason, how do you get business if you don't spend money on SEO? SEO is going to grow my business. SEO is going to grow my business. Oh, no, it's not. Because you know what? SEO takes time. And I'm not talking month, 2 months. I'm talking 6, 12 months, 18 months, a lot of time. Now, that's just one tool in the toolbox. See, a lot of people get into this thing that to get to that $10,000 month, that I got to have SEO because that's what everybody's telling me I need. Well, let's just look at it this way. That's just one tool in the toolbox. There are hundreds of ways of tools in our toolbox. Don't get simple-minded. Don't get down to this road of, I got to have this because whatever. That does you no good. That is the worst thing you can do is to get down this road of SEO. I got to have SEO. It's what grows my business. It's going to grow my business. It's going to blow my business up. It's going to just blow it up. Blowing up my business by SEO. I'm going to have you a little come to Jesus here. It's not going to blow you up by you spending $200, $500, $1,200, $1,500, $3,000. It's not going to start. Google's not going to be like, oh, you little sorry folk, you're spending $3,000. We're going to grant you #1 spot. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Charlie, but it doesn't work that way. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Now, are there other ways to get business? Yes, there's other ways to get business. Right here, Coy just said networking. Oh my gosh. You mean you can network? You mean if I go meet other people that are way smarter than me and own businesses and are facility managers and are different people, that they can get me work? Or some old lady that just loves what you do and now they're going to get you more work, that she got you 4 estimates, 3 or 4 more estimates? Yes. That's how we can get more work. You know, I was hearing somebody saying that he's networking with a DoorDash person. DoorDash. Yeah. Guess what? I buy food and somebody brings me food and I start talking to that person and, hey, if you recommend people or you pass out my cards, then I will give you money back. I will give you money. Well, you know what? Mr. DoorDash person might like that idea of making money. Maybe I paid Mr. DoorDash to put some stickers on their car. So when they're driving around all these houses, they got their stickers on my car or a magnet. There's ways to get business other than SEO. SEO. I've been hearing it a lot in my group. I've been hearing it a lot in emails that I get. I'm just like, SEO is not going to grow your business. It's not. Because you know what? If you suck bad enough that you think that SEO is just going to take off, well, good luck, because it's not going to happen. SEO is not just going to blow up our business and do it. Now, networking. I'm going to go down the road of free first. Networking. Free. Go meet people. Go to the Chamber of Commerce and pay $25 to meet other business owners. Go to anywhere and find people. Go on your Facebook and get out of the Facebook groups. And when you're out of those Facebook groups, go find people that are realtors and bankers and business owners and anybody that will listen to you, that will talk about it. And no, don't just talk about pressure washing on them groups, because they don't care about it all the time. We want to network. We want to talk back and forth. We want to be a real person back and forth. These are some things that we want to do so that way we can grow our business. Next thing, before we do any of this stuff, before you do any of that stuff, go to Google My Business. Get on Google My Business. And in Google My Business, what I want you to do is fill out Google My Business. Fill it all out and get verified. Because what will grow your business and what has grown Bobby's business is he went for the review game. He's almost to 600 reviews right now. 600. I didn't stutter. 600 reviews. Now, do you think that helps SEO and Google Local and getting you in the Map Pack? Yes, it does. Now, it's not the only thing that's going to get us in the Map Pack, and it's not the only thing that's going to grow our business, and it's not the only thing that we got to do in Google My Business, but it helps out a lot. So if we go in there and we post pictures on Google My Business, we're naming those pictures, we're putting 100 pictures in Google My Business. And yes, there's a reason why I say 100 pictures. And yes, there's a reason why I say you got to name those pictures. And then we're getting reviews and we're getting citations. And guess what? I haven't done anything so far that cost me money. I'm just doing all the free stuff. Next thing is I'm going to go find houses that I want to clean. Now, I'm all about helping out grandma and to get pictures, but I'm also helping out people that live in nice neighborhoods too, because I want pictures of houses that I want to clean. I want pictures of houses of the 3, 4, $500,000 houses in my Google My Business pictures. Those are the pictures that I want. I don't want the cheap pictures. I want the big houses. I don't want the trailer park. I'm going for the bigger houses. Those are the houses that I am going to go for. Those are the things that I'm pushing. Those are where I'm pushing at. Because you know what? When I post on Google My Business and I post in the Facebook groups of this big, beautiful house, guess what? That's who my customers are. And you know what? Those customers, you know, I heard one guy say, I'm going to go to all the dirty neighborhoods and I'm going to put all my flyers there. Well, I'm going to just tell you something about those dirty neighborhoods. Those dirty neighborhoods are dirty for a reason, because they don't clean their stuff. And if they don't clean their stuff, you're not going to clean it either. So go put your flyers in the clean neighborhoods, because that might be help you grow your business. You got to look at what, you know, some people that are going to clean their car and clean everything, they're going to clean their house. You know, I've told this story several times. Mike out of Lexington, Kentucky, he's been in business before I started. Been in business for a long time in the Georgetown, Lexington area. Years, 10 years, 12 years already. And this past year, he went to a house. He's like, Jason, it didn't even have bugs on it. It wasn't even dirty. He's like, I used water on most of it because it wasn't even dirty. But man, when that customer came outside, he was like, whoo, man, this thing looks amazing. It looks awesome. Awesome. Yeah, guess what? People that keep their house clean, those are the ones. You know, I was talking to my neighbor. He lives right here next to me. And he was talking about some stuff of, you know, and this is why we want to work on the higher end houses versus the lower end houses. He owns an auto body. He owns an auto shop, an auto mechanic shop. Or it's actually, he used to own an auto body shop, but he actually closed that down. And he said, Jason, you want to know who the harder customers are? And I said, I know who the harder customers are, but let me hear your story. He's like, you know, we would have a guy come in here with a 1980 Cavalier and their paint wasn't just perfect. But we could have somebody come in here with a way higher end car, a brand new car, and the paint ain't so perfect and they don't say a word. I'm like, yeah, the cheap customers are the worst customers. Those are the customers, you know, when we had issues, usually it wasn't the $1,000 customers. Usually it was the $300 customer. And guess what? Who wants to go back for a redo for a $300 customer? Yes, sometimes we have to, but yes, that is it. All right. I thought I had lots of cash. High ticket, baby. We like those high tickets. Those are the tickets that we want. Those are the tickets that is definitely what we want. Jason is my grandpa. Am I that old? I didn't think I was that looking old. I mean, I was just telling my wife I could see some stuff up here. I told her she was stressing me out. She didn't like that too well. But hey, you know, that's what it is. Mr. Mike, another great channel to listen to. 2.3 star rating. Hey, Jason, can you tell us about packages and bundles? If you're not doing this, you are leaving money on the table. Packages is definitely something that you need to do. And I talk more about it right here in my membership, and I'm getting ready to add a whole bunch to it. I worked on it for about 5 hours, but I'm going to talk a little bit about packages. Packages is definitely something that you need to do. This is what gets your average ticket up. This is what get your average ticket up. So when Miss Joan calls and we're doing a $250, $300 house wash, and that's what she's calling for. But when Miss Joan gets off the phone and we send her packages or bundles, And when she's done, we're up to $800,000. And yes, we can do that, you know. So for one, you can, here's a little tip, little trick, little hack, is to get it up just an extra $50. This is a little trick that you can do just to get it up $50. And I learned this from Brian Thompson, which is out of Indiana, who did over 100,000 as a school teacher. And he is a shop teacher. So he's going to clean the house, everything, no matter what. But what he does it as is, we're going to just do the walls, and that is my minimum price of $279, $300, whatever. I'm not going to do the gutters, the soffits, all that. If you want all the gutters and soffits and everything, that's an extra $50. So we just raised our $300 house wash to $350 and didn't do nothing. We literally did nothing. We just raised our price to that. The next thing is we can offer window cleaning, exterior window, spot-free window cleaning. And then, you know, these were my packages: house wash, exterior window cleaning, driveway cleaning. The biggest thing you got to remember about this, guys, is we really want to keep it at really 3. They say 3 is the magic number. If you do 4, it can be too much. 3 is really where we want to be. 3 is really the best place we need to be, so that way you can grow your business. Because, you know, if most people are going to pick the middle package, probably 50% or more are going to pick the middle package right out of the get-go. The other 50% is going to be split between the low end and the very high end, because there are people out there that only get everything. I want everything. And the other reason why we want to do packages is because a lot of times people don't know that you can do all these other things. They don't know that you can do A, B, C, D, and E. So that is why we want to be able to do that, so that way we can keep it going. Exactly. Email. Email is definitely something to do for following up. A lot of times I see a lot of people not following up. Following up is just as important, if not more important, than the bundles. We really need to follow up. Following up is key. Whether we are using a tool to follow up or we're just following up. Full follow up. And when we follow up, it will allow us to get high tickets, because high tickets is what we want. So between bundling and packaging and that, and here's the thing, you know, for roof cleaning, this was my packages for roof cleaning: roof clean, house wash, window cleaning. You know, it's just an easy add-on to get up stuff to get going there. Facebook loves to give group exposure for free. So true. I literally just quoted a $500,000 house. That's only $500,000. It's the $1 million houses that get the big ones. Did a freebie on a brick wall on a $500,000 house. Ended up with 6 well-paid washes out of it. And that's the thing. You know, you might have did that wall for free, but those are pictures that you can use, that we can put in our Google business, that we can get a 5-star review, and then we get 6 other houses out of it. That is what we're trying to do. You know, a lot of people don't understand that these 5-star reviews are really what drives your business. This is what really will help you out a lot. Those 5-star reviews are huge, huge. You got to do the 5-star reviews. If you're not doing getting those 5-star reviews, that is definitely something that you want to do. And talking about the huge convention is coming up in about middle of August. So how many ever weeks that's away? I would highly recommend you go to the Huge Convention. The Huge Convention is definitely a place to learn lots of different classes, different courses. And the best thing about the Huge Convention is networking. Networking with 1,000, 1,500 people. That is what is amazing about that. And so you can go check out pressurewash.com/huge. That will give you $50 off. And if you put in the discount code, you got to put the word King in there, and that will give you the $50 off. So I definitely want you to get your $50 off. How of you are actually selling better packages with window? Because I have a water-fed pole already, just need a filter tank. How of y'all are actually, you're just selling it as, the house wash is not going to leave the windows spot free. The windows are going to be clean, but they're not going to be spot free. If you want spot free windows, then that's what we're going to sell that there. Use the ball valve to rinse front of the Greek Orthodox church near me. $200 cash, ended up hanging out, just waving to people from the church while they were eyeing the truck. How do you go about creating an LLC? You need to go to your local state Secretary of State, and there you will have to fill out some paper. You'll have to do some online stuff, and you will have to pay, I think Kentucky's like $75. So it's just different things. Tickets purchased. Awesome. Also, don't forget, we are going to be in Dallas, Fort Worth on May 14th and 15th, I believe it is. I would highly recommend that you go to that if you are within driving range of that. Is it okay to drop flyers on people's driveway? If you are by yourself, have no help, doesn't look professional. I personally don't like it. I know some people that have grown their business very large from doing rock flyer, stuff like that. You get ready for your phone to ring, because you are going to ring for good and bad. You're going to get some haters for that. I mark my estimates up a few percent and offer them a 5% discount on the price if they will agree to give me a 5-star review. So I get the amount I want and the customer thinks they are. Most people, that's one thing. So in my course, pressurewashhelp.com/free, I'm actually working on the 25 steps to the perfect house wash. And the more I'm doing it, the more that because I taught it already 3 or 4 times. Now I'm actually putting it in the course. So that way I've kind of gotten all the bugs out of it. But, and that's the thing that I teach is we're going for that 5-star review from the phone call, literally from the phone call when they first call. That is our goal. And honestly, we're even going for it before then. When they look at our website, we want to show them all the 5-star reviews that we're getting and how many we have and all of that kind of stuff, because that is what really helps us out in the end is to have those 5-star reviews. If you can get those 5-star reviews, they are worth more than most referrals out there. 5-star reviews are huge. Huge. Better. And the biggest thing with 5-star reviews is making it easy. If you don't make it easy and you got to jump through 10 hoops and bend over backwards, you're not going to get no 5-star reviews. You got to make it easy. Easy is definitely, if you go pressurewashhelp.com/nicejob, that's how Bobby Walker got 600 reviews, is by using Nice Job. Nice Job is definitely something that will help you get reviews, because the thing about reviews is it's about setting up time that algorithm will know when to send emails and when to get those best reviews. But reviews are huge. What to type in LinkedIn to find commercial property owners or anyone who make the decision? Facility managers, property managers, stuff like that. Jason, I was going to sign back up if your check sheets are still in the membership, getting systems in order. They are in there. I don't know if my new ones. So the King of Pressure, I'm actually breaking up my membership. So right now you have the marketing and this here. So my goal is to have a employee spot or a new owner or an employee spot that you can sit an employee down and they can go through the training and they will understand what you need to do. It's not going to be all the business stuff and selling and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be safety. It's going to be ladder safety, pressure safety. What is soft washing? The basic questions that we need an employee to know so that way he can grow, he can go out on his own. So that's going to be one tier. It's all under the same membership. It's just this is one tier. We can set somebody down. I'm actually wanting to kind of do some tests so that way we can have documentation, especially as you grow and get systems and put systems in place. Documentation is key. If you don't document it, you didn't do it. So even as of ladder safety, high pressure safety, if you don't document that, if you don't make them take a test, you don't do that kind of thing, it didn't happen. And so these are some things that I've been working on. I've been working on them really hard this week. I've been on overdrive trying to get everything set up with the 25-step house wash. And yes, those are where my check sheets are. Is the huge event for beginners or it's for everybody? There is some huge players there. You got beginners and you got people that have been in business for a long time. Tim Fields usually shows up, Guy Blackman, even a lot of the old dogs. You will find some of the more successful people at the huge. In Kentucky, if you're a veteran, it's free to do an LLC. Oh, I didn't know that. I will be in Dallas regardless, but it's free. Is it going to be Sales Fest? No, it is not going to be a Sales Fest. I don't think, I'm going to give value. Am I going to try to sell a little bit? Probably, but I'm not. Most people, Keith Kalfas ain't going to be a sales fest. Josh Latimer is not going to be a sales fest. Most of us aren't sales. Most of it is not going to be a sales fest. It's going to be good information, and that is what you want to do. I got my t-shirt today. Thanks, Jason. Yep, I was trying to get them after the job was done, and most would just blow me off. Once I started offering them prior to the work done for discount, they take the bait. Is a 65-gallon buffer tank enough for a 5.5? Yes. How to connect it? Don't want to use a 275. It's bad for brakes of the car. Might even kill somebody. How to connect that? You can go on some of my videos in here and I show you how to do it. It's about last year I did. I'm getting ready to build a skid for a back of a truck. That will be starting probably in the next week or so. I'm building one for Jimmy Miller, the one that built or bought my aluminum trailer. So my goal is to be able to show how to build a skid. I think it's only going to have the 5.5 gallon motor on it. So it's going to have the smaller motor on it. Just got your training. Lots of great information. Thanks for all your help. Yard signs are working. 3 calls, 1 job. Yard signs are awesome. I love yard signs. Yard signs is one thing that I think that a lot of people don't utilize. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/get signs. They're about $350. Is $325, $350 depending on where you are. And that's 100 signs, 100 yard stakes, and go put them out and start growing your business. Found the build to start 8 gallon a minute, 225, 55 gallon tank, 3 hose reels, and a 5.5 soft wash system. And a trailer 19 good. Been on the edge to start this. You push me over. here's the deal, and I've pushed on this a lot. You know, a lot of people think that it's all about the equipment. The equipment is the little part. I've never seen somebody quit pressure washing because the equipment was getting them so much business. Most people that I know have quit or got out of the business is because they struggle with marketing. Marketing is the key to this business. Marketing is the key to success. Marketing, 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 marketing. Yard signs, Google My Business. And this isn't one of those things that is a one and done. It's one of those things that you got to keep doing it over and over and over. Gonna be batch mixing, can't afford big tanks yet. How many solutions does it take to clean an 1,800 square foot house or a 2,500 gallon or 2,500 roof? You can batch mix, that's fine. I would probably do downstreaming. In an 1,800 square foot house, you're probably looking at about 5 to 7 gallons of sodium hypochlorite. If you're doing a batch mix with a 2,500 roof, I would only do the affected sides. Somebody sent me a Voxer or something, not a Voxer, a message and said, Jason, the house got big spots on it because I only did the affected spots. And I said, you got to do the affected sides, SIDE, the whole side. If it's affected on one side, do that whole side. If it's not affected on the back side, don't do the back side. Just do the sides. Going to flip some more rocks this weekend. This is a great story. I love Jason. You know, he Voxed me today. He's in my Voxer program. And he was like, man, you know what? You flip over enough rocks, you'll turn something up. He's like, you know, most of the time you're flipping up the rocks. And what I mean by flipping over rocks are, you know, you're going knocking on doors, you're just doing stuff to get stuff happening. He's like, you know, I was flipping over rocks and it, you know, the $300 rocks and the $500 rocks. And then you hit a $3,000 rock. And I'm like, yep, you're right. That's the beautiful thing about pressure washing. Turning over those $3,000, $5,000 rocks. Those are awesome. I normally can 12 volt a whole house that size, about 55 gallons. Yeah, usually you're about 25, 30 gallons. And here's the thing, you know, if you got a 12 volt pump and 200 feet of hose, 150 feet of hose and a battery, and go get you a trash can, a good Rubbermaid trash can and do it. Or go get you a good 55-gallon barrel for $15, $20 on the old Facebook, and that'll get you too. Sometimes I need a little bit more. That's the only applying, Kim, not rinsing. Trying to sign up right now. I put King in. It says invalidate. Did you put in pressurewashhelp.com/huge and not just go to the huge website? I'll just see. They said they had it fixed. Let's see. LLC and insurance for me tomorrow, and I'm official. Big Rob. Jason, I have 52 auto zones to quote. How much would you charge per square foot for commercial? Yeah, I got your email today, and I was butthole deep in doing video. I would try to, this is something as commercial, you know, you can get people that will bid 8, 10, 12 cents a square foot for commercial, especially being 52. Now, you're not going to be real profitable at that point. You know, I would probably try to bid it around 15 cents a square foot. If you can get 20 cents a square foot, would be better. But if you can get 15, you're probably going to be lucky. To start, sole proprietary or LLC, also Joist Any Good. If you have assets and stuff like that, I would probably start as an LLC to keep it from gumming on you. And Joist, there's all kinds of different ones out there. Congratulations, Big Rob. Jason, is there a checklist for customer quote base into the services they request? Jason, is there a checklist for customer quote base into services they request? I don't know what you're trying to get there. I don't understand the question. I think I'm lost a little bit. I don't understand the question. If you turn siding orange from the organic paint, how do you get it back to original color? Paint it. That's why we got to do test spots. And when I do test spots on regular paint, I'm doing really strong and I'm hitting it in several different spots, not just one spot and doing it. I'm doing test spots in several different spots. And then I'm also going to be ready to rinse it off if it does start going stupid on me. Washing roof of a church a few towns over where I don't advertise. Encouragement parish to show up and ask questions. I booked 6 jobs before I bought my equipment when I started. Listen, you can do this right here. You can go and get 6, 10, 15 jobs booked up. So when you go buy your equipment, you're ready to rock and roll. You are making money from the get-go. And that is what we want to do, is make money from the get-go. Making money from the get-go is definitely something we want to do. Don't wash RV canopies without charging twice as much as you think. So Greg called me today and was like, I ain't doing RV campers no more, or RV canopies. He asked me when he started how much to bid, and I think I might have underbid them too. So should I use a 65-gallon tank for batch mixing and just get 35 gallons to cool down my 5.5? That's fine. Do you offer discounts for the huge convention? Like I say, if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/huge and put in King, that is supposed to give you 50% off. Obviously, somebody else said it didn't, so I might have to go see what the heck's going on. Much appreciated. Our need 13 more to hit 100 5-star reviews. So close. I remember when thinking 13 was a lot. Yes, you do. I remember that too. Yes. We are in the marketing business first. Just so happens we spray water too. I've been watching you for quite a while. And that's where a lot of people don't understand. You know, we are in the marketing business. We are in the media business. We are in that type of business. We just so happen to spray water. You know, we're also in the customer service business. You know, we're all about making that customer happy and making it easy. You know, I see so much times that people try to make things hard and difficult and got to do 15 different things to do one thing. Make it simple. Kiss it. Keep it simple, stupid. That's the best advice you can always do, is keep it simple. Got a roof cleaning tomorrow for $1,100. That's always awesome. If the frames of the windows turn orange right away, I use acid to get it back to color, neutralizes pH. Yes, but that is on usually the vinyl siding of windows. I've never really seen paint turn orange and do it. I mean, it might, but I do know I actually just did a video on this. We had a house that had 2 windows that turned orange, and I did a video on it. It'll be coming out before too long. I've seen some people cleaning wooden decks with surface cleaners. That's not right, Lance only. I do not recommend using a surface cleaner. If it's an old, nasty, crappy deck, I might, but I do not recommend it. It's best not to. Your business has helped my business so much. I've been in business for 6 weeks. Last week, I spent it washing a 5-floor parking garage, $8,500. Could not have done it without your videos and training. That is awesome. Go give me a review. I would appreciate it very much, David, or anybody. If you go to kingofpressurewash.com/review and give me a review of stuff like this right here, I appreciate it very much. Just like you all asking for reviews, Jason asking for reviews. I just started my business and was wondering if my name sounds okay or should I change it? It was called Richard's Pressure Washing, but changed it to Bright and Done. What do y'all think, guys? So I'm going to give you a little Google hack, a little Google hack. So if you have pressure washing or power washing in your name and you search it, it's going to come up better than Done Bright and Done Right. Now, if it's Bright and Done Right pressure washing, that might be something. But it really is supposed to be in the business name. I've seen some videos out there where people are telling people that if that name is not part of it, that you can go in there and tell Google, and then you might lose that Google business listing. So make sure that I would probably right now, that's kind of a hack, but if you search pressure washing, if you search power washing, I would about guarantee the top 3 spots are going to have pressure washing or power washing in them. Had my first $10,000 month. Woohoo! $10,000 in 1 month. That is amazing, Wild Wilderness. That is awesome. I am celebrating with you. Let's drink up and have. That is awesome. That is a huge milestone. That is amazing. Because if we can do 10,000, we can do 20,000, we can do 30,000. King gives $50 off. Good. If the cream is coming off from the concrete driveway, I shouldn't use surface cleaner. No. And that sounds like that concrete is too new. If that concrete is less than 6 to 8 months old, do not put no pressure, 0 pressure on that concrete. That is very bad. I made $2,000 washing and sealing 2 driveways, 3 days for a total of 10 hours. Can most houses handle 2 4-gallon-a-minute machines? Yeah, because that's 8 gallon a minute. So yes. 50% off or $50 off the huge. $50 off the huge. $50 if you put King in there. Hardy plank, vinyl, metal, downstreaming only. Yes. I live in Idaho, and we got no mold here in the desert. Any suggestions on add-on services, scratching mold out? Window cleaning, maybe some driveway cleaning, sidewalk cleaning, stuff like that. Hey, Jason, I have a Simpson 4-gallon, 4,000 PSI, 275 Honda 3.5-gallon pressure washer. Can I replace the pump with a 5.5? Yes, you can. I thought it was Karen, but gave me the best review. I thought it was a Karen, but gave me the best review I've ever had with keywords and business name tip. Do your job right and professional no matter what. Your work will speak for itself. Yep. Sometimes the hardest customers will be the best customers that get you more business. Thanks for the input. Congrats. What's the best chemical to clean concrete of oil and gas? Because I'm going to branch out and do gas stations. Hot water is one, and a good degreaser, a really good degreaser. Cheers to the first 10. I agree on that. That's awesome. Good job. That's a good feeling. Thoughts on door-to-door sales for jobs? It can be okay. I mean, I know some people that have luck with it. I don't know a lot of people that have luck with it. But it can definitely be good. Right now with COVID, might not be so good. I'm not a big salesperson, that side of things. Congratulations, Wild Wilderness. Keep chirping. Opie, like your name, my name was Opie growing up. I've watched your videos, getting ready to launch it. Awesome. This is a classic. Let's see. Just got all my equipment in, complete beginner to pressure washing, still needing to learn the basics. Any advice would help. Love your videos. Yes, I got some awesome advice for you. Go to Pressure Wash or kingofpressurewash.com/training dates. And I do in-person training. I'm going to have an in-person training coming up in May. It's like May the 23rd, 21st, something. It's that Friday. That is something that I would highly recommend. That way, when I do my trainings, you do the work. I do my PowerPoint. We go over the 25 perfect step house wash. Then we go out and I show you how to do it. I show you how the rig works. I show you all that kind of stuff. And then you get to do the pressure washing. And so that way it builds confidence and you understand what will come clean, what won't. And that is the best training ever. And yes, it is the best training ever because I said so. Had a customer call just now, no lie, asking if we pressure wash appliances inside the house. They want the oven and microwave done. Feels like a prank. Sounds like a prank. That's pretty funny. What is your price per square feet on cleaning and sealing driveways? That's going to depend on your sealer. If you, because sealer can come in $100 5-gallon buckets and $300 5-gallon buckets. You can be anywhere from about $1.50 to $2 to clean and seal. How do I learn marketing without spending a ton of money to someone who says they do it for you, such as a website guru? I've been having great success with signs. I want to do more on my own. Go to pressurewashhelp.com/free, and in there, I teach you a lot about marketing. And I'm going to put more in there about marketing because I love marketing. Marketing is my favorite thing, to be honest. I love doing marketing. Marketing is fun. Can you leave magic business cards on mailboxes? I don't know. I think that might be illegal. F8 versus F9. One is an acid product. F8 is a oxalic, or it's completely different stuff. How do you get to your review spot again? Going to do it now. kingofpressurewash.com/review. kingofpressurewash.com/review. There it is. That uses Nice Job, so you can see kind of how Nice Job works. Jason's training is great just from networking, but the class itself was amazing, and you do it. Any pre-huge convention, dinner, or Facebook group to talk to people looking to come in a day early? And I think there's going to be a bunch of people coming in early. Hey, Jason, what is your opinion on EDDM? If it's done right, it can be amazing. It has something that, if you're going to send out 12,000 flyers, we don't send out 12,000 one time. It's better to hit them 3 or 4 times. So we would be better off to send, 4,000 3 times to that customer every 4 to 6 weeks. So that is what it is. There are certain times a year it's good to send them. No, there's just is not. So that can be. It is something that it takes time. When you downstream a roof, should I start with the edge? You can't get a strong enough mix downstreaming. You either need to really need to use a dedicated pump. And yes, you start at the bottom and work your way up. When are you coming out to Vegas? Let's do a great video here, man. I haven't been to Vegas in a couple years. I'm good for that though. It is a lot of fun. I spend a lot of money. What? Oh, my beautiful wife here. She don't like being on camera either. What horsepower is needed to drive a 5.5 gallon pump? You can use the 390 will work. Just went to the in-person training on July 16th. Highly recommend it. Just bought first pressure washer and should have enclosed trailer delivered tomorrow. Can't wait to build it out. Big Rob, not legal, I guess. I leave business cards, mailbox, and actually, somebody was saying they leave business cards in a little slot for like the credit card machine at the gas stations. Last year, dip brushed in buckets for gutter brightening. Now I apply to brush with pump up sprayer, saving $400 this year on LA Awesome. Yeah, that works. Anyone have mini Mondo? I don't know what that is. I'll set up a job at a large casino so we can do great video on your channel. Charlotte on your radar for training? Probably not. It'll probably be Raleigh again. When are you coming to Jersey? Yeah. I need to put up, I don't have the links here, but for anybody, for places that are willing to host, I am willing to host trainings in different spots. So that is definitely something that, I need hosting spots. I like having them in Cincinnati, but I also like traveling too. So did she just say no to Vegas, Jason? No, she didn't. She likes to travel. Jason, when the brown stain comes out of the siding, why does it do that, and how do you remove it? So this is why on my 25-step process that we do a walk around 2 or 3 times, or 3 times at the end, and that's to make sure this doesn't happen, or to catch it when it does happen. Usually what's happening is water's getting up behind that siding, and then as that water dries, it's coming out and dripping out. So that's the problem. When are you coming to Jersey? Yes, Jersey. All about pressure washing. Good stuff, Jason. Thanks for sharing. Again, Mike has an amazing channel, and he's been growing it pretty fast. If I don't start doing something, he's going to catch up with me. Because he's up to 14,000 or 15,000 subs. He puts out a lot of great information. I would highly recommend his channel. In fact, I need to get him back on here again because it's a great time to have Mike on here. Mike has grown a very successful pressure washing business down in the Savannah area. I believe it's Savannah, Georgia, and been doing it for a long time. Let's just go to Vegas and be done with it. There is nothing you can do with nail heads on siding. There is nothing you can do with oxidation spots from the nail heads. When the nail heads turn that white, that is done. That's just what it is. Are you losing weight? Actually, I am. I've been on keto 3 or 4 weeks now. I got on the scale. I started out at 305. The other day about a week ago, I was down to 296, 297. And today I got on with all my clothes and shoes and I was at 295. So I should be real close to be about 290, 280. And so, yes, I have been losing weight. And so I've been trying to do it. So love Mike. Thank you, sir. Do you need a 12 volt? What if you have a good shooter tip? You only need a 12 volt if you are doing roofs. You can downstream everything from there. I watch Mike. He has a great show. Sometimes I feel like I'm drinking from a fire hose from learning from all these YouTube channels. How to stand out from the competition. The number one way to stand out from the competition. That's a great question. I'm glad you answered that. And I'm going to probably stay with keto. I just lost 60 pounds in a year. Feel great. That's awesome, dude. That is amazing right there. How to stand out from the competition. Number one, answer this thing. Do not let this ring and go unanswered. That's one thing. That right there will make you stand out from the competition. Getting your 5-star reviews. Treating your customers like it's your mom. That is one thing that's going to make you stand out. Because we don't tell mom we're just going to come over. Usually we're going to give them the time. We're going to be there on time. We're going to do that kind of stuff. If mom has a problem, we're going to fix it. So doing the little things is what will help you stand out from the competition. Those are some things that will help you grow your business. Did a trailer house today. In 20 minutes, customer was shocked. Mike's channel helped me close dangerous roof jobs. I would have walked away, even closed them nearly for $1 a foot. Raise your prices. People will pay it. I found that a 12 volt is also very useful for metal siding as well as metal roofs. Everything else I downstream. Will you go with BidSpot or Jill's office? I would go pressurewashhelp.com/Jill's. Jill's, I think it is. I mean, I'm not. There was some issues with. There's been issues with both of them. They're kind of getting so busy that then they're overwhelmed, and so it's one of those things. Please give me your honest opinion on a gas roof pump. Well, they're okay, but they're not. You know, who was I was talking to somebody today? And they were like, I still use 12 volts because it's simple. It's $200 and I can change them out and I don't have no issues with them. And that's why I go with it. Yes, you want to do the local Chamber of Commerce. It will help. It can help you out as long as you got a good Chamber of Commerce. All right, guys. So again, go check out pressurewashhelp.com/training dates. I do have some in-person training coming up. I will be in Dallas the next weekend. I'm having an in-person training. Dallas won't be for like the brand new guys of the actual how-tos. That's going to be more of growing your business, getting to the next level, rubbing arms around people that are way smarter than you, that where you want to go at. That's what that is all about. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/training dates. You can also go to pressurewashhelp.com/free. That gives you 30 days free in the membership. My goal is to get this stupid new system launched by the end of this month. I don't know if it'll happen, but that's my goal. My goal was a while ago, and I kind of got ornery. And so my goal is I'm restructuring everything, getting rid of a bunch of crap, putting a bunch of new stuff in it, put awesome stuff in it, so that way you can start, grow your business, get some employees. They can sit down in front of the training. They can do it. And that way we can just keep growing because it's all about systems. Systems is what grows your business. And yes, bad systems do not help you. You need a good system. So what if my mom is mean? You still got to treat her nice. How do you manage the phone while in the field? I missed a couple calls, couldn't hear it ringing. Thankfully, it wasn't a customer. Put earbuds in. That's one way you can do it. So that way it'll ring through your earbuds while you're listening to your books or you're listening to Jason's podcast, which is an amazing thing to listen to. You can hear my podcast at kingofpressurewash.com/podcast. There, I put all my good stuff on there too. So go check out King of Pressure Wash podcast. And so when you got your earbuds in and you got your podcast on, then that way when it rings, you'll be able to hear that phone. And so that way we don't miss our phone calls because we definitely don't want to miss the phone calls. Missing phone calls is very, very bad. That is definitely something that you don't want to do. Hope you all have a great night. Most everybody was on from YouTube. I don't know what happened to Facebook people. I guess they don't like me on Facebook. I will be back on Thursday night. Next week is, I don't remember what it is, but I think I have some guests on next week. So hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you all next week.